Nearly completed at the site of many deadly accidents on State Street in Springfield.
City leaders joined near State Street this afternoon to announce the progress of the State Street crosswalk project, and Western Mass News reporter Reagan Stoddard joins us live from that area with details on this project. Reagan?
Abby and Chris, this has been an ongoing project since about 2019. with nearly 25 different crosswalk variations added around the city.
This doesn't make sense.
It really does not.
Why wasn't there a crossing guard? We understand. We don't understand. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, we don't.
There's a library there.
State Street is notorious for several deadly crashes and injuries. And too many families, like the Medina family, their lives forever changed after their 16-year-old daughter was hit and killed by a bus while crossing through the intersection of State Street. Today, city leaders announced the multi-million-dollar project should be wrapping up over the next couple of weeks. Mayor Dominic Sarno detailing some of the new additions they hope will eliminate future crashes and improve safety for pedestrians and drivers.
Road diet, narrowing of the roads to one lane, raised, hawkers lights, the whole 9 yards, the whole bells and whistles.
And ideally, the project's main goal, to save lives.
Crosswalks like this are essential to safety.
Even with these new additions, city leaders urge drivers and pedestrians that are near State Street to be aware of their surroundings. Reporting live in Springfield, Reagan Stoddard, Western Mass News.
Thank you, Reagan.